Beginning, first contact. Captain Elias Vorn had traveled through more than 70 star systems, yet nothing had prepared him for the sight of Aurelia, the legendary planet of the Lumivans. Its skies shimmered in emerald and violet, casting reflective hues over crystalline oceans that rippled with energy instead of water. Towering structures of light spiraled into the heavens, their surfaces pulsing like living hearts. This was a world of perfection, a civilization that humans had only glimpsed in legends. Elias had been sent on a diplomatic mission to establish peaceful contact. But the moment he stepped onto Aurelia, he realized this mission would test more than diplomacy. It would test his very understanding of humanity. The Lumivan Princess Lyara awaited him in the Crystal Hall of Echoes, a structure that seemed to resonate with every heartbeat in the room. She stood on a platform of flowing energy, robes cascading like liquid light, eyes reflecting the universe itself. "Human," she said, her voice melodic yet edged with curiosity. "You have traveled far. But I wonder, do humans even know what beauty truly is?" Elias froze. He had expected questions about diplomacy, strategy, or even technology. But beauty? Here, in a world where perfection was engineered and emotion carefully moderated, he was suddenly an ambassador not just for humanity, but for human perception itself. "Beauty," he echoed cautiously. Lyara's gaze pierced him. "Yes, beauty. Tell me, human, in your world, how do you define it?" The question seemed simple, yet Elias felt a weight in the air. It was more than curiosity. It was a challenge, a test of understanding across species. Middle. The conversation that changed everything. Elias took a deep breath. "Princess Lyara, beauty isn't in symmetry or light alone," he began. "It's in imperfection. In how life continues despite flaws. In moments that matter more than appearances." The princess tilted her head, clearly not expecting such an answer. Her bioluminescent hair shimmered with surprise. "Imperfect, continuing moments." "Yes," Elias said, warming to the explanation. "Beauty is in resilience, in kindness, in love. Even the things humans fear or struggle with can be beautiful if they show courage or meaning." Lyara's hands trembled slightly, a faint aura pulsing outward as her energy field reacted to his words. No human had ever spoken to her like this, not even her advisors, not even the scholars of the Lumivan court. She had always believed that beauty was measurable, calculable, predictable. But this human, he spoke of it in ways that touched something deep within her, a realm beyond light and structure. "And you think humans know this naturally?" she asked softly. "Some do," Elias said. "But most discover it only when it matters, when they care enough to see." Lyara's aura brightened, and for a moment she simply stared at him, trying to process what she had just heard. Then her voice lowered, almost a whisper. "No human has ever answered me like this. I did not expect it." The words hung in the air. Elias realized she wasn't merely curious. She was profoundly unsettled. Her kind had lived for millennia guided by perfection, but his answer, grounded in emotion, imperfection, and depth, introduced chaos into her understanding of existence. The challenge. Lyara moved closer. "Humans. They love even when it is illogical?" she asked. "Yes," Elias said firmly. "Love isn't logical. And neither is beauty. They are choices. They are recognition. They are courage. That's what makes them powerful." Lyara's eyes glowed brighter, resonating with energy as if her bioluminescence reflected the thoughts he planted inside her mind. "And if a human sees me as beautiful?" Elias considered carefully. He knew she didn't expect a personal answer. But something in her expression, Vulnerability, curiosity, longing compelled him. "Then I would see the truth beyond your radiance," he said softly. "I would see who you are, not just what the world has made you." Her breath caught. The crystal floors seemed to ripple beneath her feet as her aura pulsed violently. The palace's energy recognized the change. Subtle shifts of light danced along the walls, reacting to their interaction. "You speak honestly," Lyara said, almost in awe. "No one in my court has ever dared. No advisor, no scholar, no ruler has ever spoken with such simplicity and such depth." "Sometimes," Elias said quietly, "truth isn't complicated. You asked about beauty. I told you what it means to me." A long pause followed. Lyara's energy dimmed slightly, as if she were processing centuries of learned doctrine and the anomaly this human had introduced into her perception. "Perhaps humans," she murmured, "understand more than I gave them credit for." The unexpected bond. Over the following days, Elias remained in Aurelia, studying their technology, sharing meals of light energy sustenance, and observing their culture. Lyara occasionally approached him, her questions no longer formal, but personal. "Tell me, human, what do you find beautiful about this palace?" "The imperfections," he said without hesitation. "The way the crystals hum with age. The places that are slightly cracked or worn, they show life. That is beautiful." She paused, considering, then smiled faintly. A tiny ripple of light traveled along her robes. "You make beauty sound emotional, fragile yet strong." "Yes," Elias replied. "It's a choice to notice it, to recognize it." And slowly, the barrier between them began to fade. Lyara, who had been taught to maintain a perfect exterior and regulate all emotions, began to respond not with protocol but with curiosity and wonder. She asked about human art, music, emotions, and relationships. And every time, Elias's answers reflected imperfection, courage, and resilience, qualities that her structured world had never truly appreciated. For the first time, Lyara laughed spontaneously, a pure, melodious sound that resonated throughout the hall. The palace itself seemed to hum in approval. "Human," she said after the laughter faded. "You are different. You challenge everything I know." "And you challenge me too," he admitted. Test. Then came the test. The Lumivan Council, guardians of Aurelia's traditions, demanded Elias be removed from the palace. "He has corrupted your perception of order, princess," their leader said. "No human may interfere with the understanding of beauty or governance. His ideas are dangerous." Lyara's glow dimmed, and for the first time, Elias saw hesitation, fear of duty and expectation. "He is not dangerous," she said quietly. "He has shown me what I cannot see for myself. That beauty is not in perfection, but in truth." The council pressed. Their energy fields coiled around the halls like metallic snakes. "Then you will be exiled with him, princess. Or he will be removed by force." Lyara's eyes met Elias's. She smiled faintly, courage replacing hesitation. "Then I will go with him." The hall trembled with energy as she extended her hand to him. Elias took it, feeling the hum of her aura intertwine with his own energy field. "Together then," he whispered.